Hey there, my name is Daniel Davenport. I wanted to share something with you guys that I discovered. It's probably about a year ago, and I kind of said, all right, I'm just going to start going back to the gym, and I'm going to start doing the elliptical. It's really good for cardio. It's really good for really a full body workout, and saves a little time at the gym, but also good for your heart, right? I found a way that is kind of like a superpower elliptical meditation. I would do normal like elliptical workout, right? First like 15 minutes, 30, 40. When you get hot, you sweat. And if you're a person who sweats a lot, then you're gonna end up having to do something. You gotta get a headband, get a towel, do something, right? I ended up closing my eyes. That's when the discovery happened. I got up to like 10, 12 minutes and the sweat would start rolling off my forehead, and then I would close my eyes, just close my eyes because maybe I forgot my towel, maybe I don't have a headband, whatever the reason was. I am a musician, did this thing where I sync to the music, so whatever I'm playing in my ear, workout-wise, I am pedaling at the same time, and I know a lot of people do that, right? But I've also been working with breath work, just for consciousness exploration and meditation reasons. And so I was like, all right, I'm a band, I guess. I'm gonna breathe at the same time as pedal at the same time as the beat of the music, right? Let's say you got 60 beats per minute on a song. Well, my feet are moving at 60 beats per minute, or some harmonic of that. So you got music in line in your ear, you've got your physical body moving, and then you've got your breath going at the same pace. I used to do long distance running. I was a wrestler back in high school, and I kind of discovered it then. If I can control my breathing, a lot of runners will tell you, athletes, that when you control your breathing, especially like marathon runners, I'm not that, but I was doing long distance a long time ago, and I was like, well, if I can breathe, then I've got a better chance at controlling like how much oxygen and carbon dioxide are in the body, right? Well, breathing exercises are not too different from that. Find what works for you in that particular rhythm and that particular speed. On the elliptical, I do just like a level one. Just a level one because I don't want any resistance, because it's easier for me to try and coordinate my body to move to the music, as well as having my breath move to the music and move in concert with body. Breath, body pedaling and movement, and music. I learned about something called heart coherence a few years ago, where you can get into a state where your breath and your heart synchronize. And that's supposed to be the most efficient state that you can be in as a person who's doing cardio workout, right? Verify this with marathon runners. I am not one of those. I am not a physical person giving medical advice. I'm just someone who is telling you that whenever I was doing this, I would have to close my eyes because of the sweat. Everything's in order, those three things, right? Well, I've been working with meditation practices, so I would actually, my eyes are closed, I might as well meditate while I'm in here, kind of clear my mind, synchronize my mind, also help me focus on keeping my breath in sync with the music, in sync with my body, that kind of thing. So what you get into is you get into this state where you're in training all of yourself at the same time. Mind, spirit for the meditation. Mind is very busy working on making sure we're breathing in sync, and also making sure body is moving in sync. Body is busy supporting those, subconscious, unconscious structures. And if you're focused, or if your mind is out of the way and your body's out of the way more so, and especially that's what you're doing in meditation, then you tend to go toward coherence. And that's what they call heart-brain coherence. This is what happened. Time would go by, like 20, 30 minutes. So before long, I was doing an hour on the elliptical. And I'm telling you, if you look around on the elliptical, a lot of people are they're breathing hard, they're trying hard. I was not one of those. I almost don't even realize where the time goes. And I started praying for people in there. I started like sending out good, I would get in that centered state and I would start, whatever this person's going through by me, Creator help them. Send them light, send them love. Maybe they need something, maybe just a thought would make a difference in any kind of way. And this has become a real thing for me. I'll get in that coherent state and just start sending love and light to people, even to yourself. And it's pretty amazing. So once you get to about 12 minutes, usually you kind of enter like what's almost like a channeling state. If you're familiar with the different brain states, you can look that up and get other experts to kind of tell you a little bit more about that. But the main thing to know is that when you're in that coherent state, you're out of the way for your spirit to work through you. And your spirit is a spark of the divine creator. That's what you are. So when more light is coming in, you're able to be used more fully in service to others and yourself. I get up to like an hour doing this, and I can tell you that it really does help, because sometimes it's very difficult to go to the gym in the first place. It's also very difficult to keep going. Now, super easy and very efficient. So I get my meditation, I get my physical exercise, cardio. It's working, most of the major muscle groups, and I'm praying for people. I'm, sending out good vibes, got excellent, thinking time, thought manifestation type things. I mean, it's really intense. And if you do this for a while, you start to realize my body really likes this. My body is very appreciative of this. I am becoming a more well-oiled machine, so to speak, or I'm becoming more full in myself so that I can be more full for others. Now, I was like, I'm an engineer, so I'm like, all right, let's see what data is happening. I would take my Apple Watch, and I have the fitness app that I use, and I would track everything, and some really interesting things happen. My heart rate is, we're like level 5 or level 6, the most intense one where I am. My heart rate is going about 180, 190 beats per minute. No problem at all, not breathing hard. I've found like a point in my breath to just get the bare minimum. Can't even hear me breathing. Can't even barely hear myself breathing. So anyway, the more that you practice, the more that you'll find which synchronizes your entire being while you're doing it. And so anyway, I'm gonna record me doing this. And then I'm gonna give an output of my heart rate data so that I can show you what I learned and show you kind of where I think you can see where coherence may be happening. It's very, very odd data. It's not normal, and you're gonna see what that is. So let me get over here to this workout and get my music on, and then we can go from there. Talk to you soon. All right, I got us up on the elliptical. I'm gonna start my music and hit go, and then we're off. So I usually just begin and adapt to the music. So if your beats per minute is 55 per minute, then your cycles per minute will be 55. It's just a matter of lining everything up. So once you get the rhythm going, your steps and your breathing, sometimes you might have to breathe long, sometimes you have to breathe short, sometimes you have to switch it up. But trust your body, it knows what you need. your body will kind of just take over. And it's like, all right, I know what we're doing. Next time I close my eyes, we're gonna clear our mind. And then we're gonna bring in our spirit. The song changes and you just adjust your body and your rhythm, just like if you were playing in a band and you're the instrument. And if you get off, don't worry, just try to get back on. Some of the songs get fast, so if you need to slow down, pick a half of a half of a half. Whatever brings you into a rhythm. And some people might like to go faster or slower, depending on how you want to get your heart rate going. And just find whatever works for you, and then route back to center. Now you can see the sweat running off of my brow, which is you never know where you're going to find a discovery. Creator always has little gifts he's throwing out. So each foot is hitting the beat of the music. That's another way to try and synchronize. Just imagine tapping your foot when you're playing music. It's not any different at all, because your body is an instrument also. And sometimes I'll sing with my breath kind of to the music, and that helps me get in step. Sometimes a rhythm works. Sometimes if your pedal is not exactly on the beat, your breath can carry the tune or the beat, like a metronome sort of. Whatever brings you into coherence across your entire being. You can alternate nose breath in, mouth breath out. That does something with the ratio of your oxygen and your carbon dioxide. A little bit different than just mouth out breath, mouth in breath, or nose in breath, nose out. But you'll find your rhythm. As you can see, I sweat a lot, so my heart rate is at 170, 168 beats a minute, and I'm at about 13 minutes. I might look tired, but I am not tired whatsoever. Now, you will soak your shirt, but get those toxins out, get those impurities out. Our food is being improved, but until then, purge and refill with good things. And just let it flow. The body knows what it needs to get out. Just make sure you put more water back in after, and electrolytes. It gets easier to synchronize as you go along. Also, be sure to stretch before this and after. So our heart is the most important body part of all. It regulates our field of our entire essence. Our entire being depends on the heart in physicality and consciousness. Once you get your breathing going for a little bit, you can find what I call the 0 point. It's the minimum place that you need to breathe in for the length and out for the length to keep your body happy in its oxygen carbon dioxide ratios. Find the still breath. This is where your spark resides. It's okay if you need to adjust out or in, but just come back to the still breath. Try to keep your chest still and breathe through your belly first. Wim Hof has some good circle breath exercises to help you know what this means. But it's in first through the belly, and then into the chest, and then out. Use your favorite music. Ideally, you've got something 50 beats per minute to 65. I'm at 55. This song is at 50, and I'm gonna go down to 50. My heart rate, 169 beats per minute. And I'm still talking, you know. This is how wonderful this is for your heart and your lungs and your entire body, your entire vessel, your temple. And like I said, nobody's gonna get it perfect. Just work to try and align it. You are the conductor of your reality. Tune the instruments, align the instruments. Huge recommendation. Turn that little TV off. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about what's out there, because what's in you is what matters. What's in you is what is real. And don't worry about what other people think. Hear you over there, breathing louder, rhythmically. Who cares, right? Good noise canceling headphones. Tune them out, you know. And turn off the TV. Most of what's on there is not looking out for your better health. But you are. You are a gift from the Creator. You are a spark of the divine. Open. Receive His love. It is ever flowing, infinite, everlasting. Gratitude. Be thankful that you are here at this wonderful time. If you only knew how many people wanted your spot on this earth, how many souls wanted your spot on this earth, you would love your life so much. It would change you, most likely. It would change how you appreciate others around you, and change how you treat yourself, how you love yourself, and how you love all those around you. We are all sparks of the divine. We are all children of the one most God, the highest creator of all that is. You are Him in a perspective that mattered so much that He would give you the gift of this life, this incarnation, in this wonderful, unique time. I am grateful. I wouldn't trade a single microsecond of my life. And let me tell you, it hasn't been easy. But nothing worth doing is easy. Now it's just a matter of your perspective. Take a look back at all those things that you think negatively define you. shift your way you look at them and see them as lessons, gifts that you made it through them. And now you get to take the lessons and leave the rest. There is only love now. There is only peace. There is only joy. There is only compassion. There is only loving kindness. Thank the fear for what it taught you. Thank the pain for what it's taught you, what it's teaching you. For nothing is outside of God. Not one thing. And that's why He is all that is. All of these are gifts. In the light that you choose to look at them that way, you are not forgotten. You are not alone. You chose to remember nothing for this life so that you could explore for the Creator in which you are a fractal of. You are so worthy that God said, hey, I want to know what it's like to be this wonderful baby, child, husband, father, sister, brother, parent, light worker, way shower, anchor, starseed, channel. There is no separation. There is only our chosen perception of it. And God would love you so much that He would allow you to come down, forget, and choose separation because He knows. He knows that you'll come back. He knows that you'll find your way back to Him. We have an infinite amount of time for us to do that. An infinite amount of love to choose at any given time. What a gift this life is. What a gift all of those around you who are different than you. Where you see differences, and there are only different perspectives of the same source that lives in you. I'll call you to compassion. I'll call you to empathy. Their perspective mattered to the Creator, the one who created you. And that's enough. It doesn't matter the color of their skin. It doesn't matter what religious affiliation they've chosen. It doesn't matter how far in shadow they appear. It does not matter. All is love. All is the Creator. And all of this He created for us. He allowed us to be here for us, each of us. We're a planet of humans that we see. We are a galaxy of so much more. A universe of so much more. A super universe of so much more. A multiverse of so much more. All the way to the divine impulse. The 15th dimension. We are all pieces. Divine feminine, divine masculine. In one. We are all this. Human race, Greys, Syrians, Arcturians, Pleiadians, Andromedans, Lyrans. You are not separate. Even in your separation, the Creator has allowed you to experience and choose for your own growth. We are not this body. This body is our vessel. Oneness, love, divine flow. That's what you are. That's what you'll always be. You are eternal. You are a fractal of all that is the Most High God. All right, checking in. We're at 180 beats per minute, and I sound like I'm out of breath, but I'm not. It's kind of like breathing while talking, I guess. And 32 minutes, almost 33 elapsed, 2.78 miles. Slowing down for the next song right here. And by the way, you're always channeling your higher self. Everyone's a channel, all of you. At a minimum, your body renders in perfect order the channeling of your higher self. Through a muck of distortions, of course, but that's part of the learning journey. That's part of the process. That's part of who you are and your desired experience here. You are not small. You never were. You were only told that you were. You only bought into it for whatever reason. Somebody told you that you were small. Somebody told you that you needed a savior. Somebody told you nothing. Something that confused you. It doesn't matter. Because what is true is always true. And you are more than enough. Creator of all of the universe, of all existence. You are a child of that. You are a son or daughter of that. You could be nothing other. Stillness breath, go. Technique I use, imagine an infinity loop. Between the in and out breath, the center point, that is your 0 point. Feel the point between the out breath and the in breath. So remember that your breath, in and out, is a gift of the Creator. .178 beats per minute. In case you didn't recognize, I can go in and out of channeling state relatively easy. Just controlling my breathing. All right, we just hit 40. Let's see what else comes in. They should have taught us breath work in school. That would have been great for this person who has been diagnosed with autism, ADHD, bipolar, social anxiety, whatever. The world doesn't know who you are. Only you know who you are. You will find what is needed if you are open to change, open to create, because you are a tiny creator, spark of the divine. And you are not behind, but perfectly, exactly where you need to be, ready to change whenever you're ready. Ready to keep going, ready to slow down, pause, it's all perfect. There's no achievement award, there's no first place finish, there's no last place finish. You are not forgotten, you can never be. You are one with the Creator from your birth. Nothing is at fault. You are pure innocence. You are a pure, perfect design of the Creator. Never flawed. Not once, not even for a millisecond. You are that divine, perfect inner child that grew up in a world of conditioning, expectations, family karma, trauma. You are never less than perfect. Never. You never will be. There's nothing you've done too wrong. There's nothing that you will ever do too wrong. He's literally your mother, father, God. Just like our mother, father here. That connection is the most unconditional that you could ever dream of. And that's what everything's made of. Unconditional love, with the allowance of free will to choose the ways in which you want to grow or not grow. It's always up to you. You're never stuck. You're never alone. You came here with an army of angels and guides. They're always working behind the scenes on your behalf, at your command. Command them well. Align with them well. Be in coherence with the Creator. And that's the answer. That's the method. All else is either incoherence or decoherence. Misalignment or alignment. And it's always your choice. In every now moment, you're not defined by your past. You're not defined by your projection into the future of a timeline that hasn't even happened yet. But you get to decide in this present moment who you are, what you are, and how you serve. You are free. You are free. You are free. God is. God is. God is. Let it be so. You are loved from the Creator indeed. I love you. I never stop loving you. Just stop looking for it. Look for it. I am here. I am that I am. I am here. We are here. We are one. We are unity. Components of the greater system of all that is. That's what we are. That's what we'll always be. You chose this life. You chose exactly where you are right now. The question is, why did you choose it? And how can you use the circumstances that don't matter, but how can you use your circumstances for learning, to gain experience, and keep your vibration high while doing it? And that means above the line, neutrality and above. Nothing in fear, nothing in anxiety, nothing negative. You can choose all the way through it. Even in the storm, you can be the calm. Our brother Yeshua, there's a story about this. Disciples on the boat. He was asleep during the storm. They had to wake him up. He was that calm. And that's what you have the ability to embody. You can do these things in greater. You are the light. You are love. You are joy. Peace. And you can choose to be that in your experience for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your community, for your state, for your country, for your earth, for your solar system, for your galaxy. We're about to be in a place where we're going to meet all of those who've been helping us behind the scenes until we were ready. And you got a front row seat. If you've ever experienced love at all, worth it. If you've ever grown from a tragedy, trauma. Maybe you know now more about what you don't prefer. Easier to find out what you do prefer. Maybe you helped somebody experience compassion through it. Maybe you showed them love. Maybe you gave somebody the benefit of the doubt, even when it didn't even seem right, but you knew in your heart that it was right. That's what we're called to do. Let our heart lead. The head and the mind can be very misleading if you stay in it, but it can be a wonderful tool. Just like on this elliptical, your body, your mind, subconscious, unconscious, all tools, your conscious awareness, all the layers, your 3D rendering, your fourth dimensional translation layer, your 5D light body, all the way up. All of these things are here to serve you. And by the way, you are the one who observes. You are not the one the world told you to be, or the way you made up your mind to be because of this circumstance or another, a label, a definition. You are not that. You are the animating force behind all of these bodies. And that is your divine spark, the one who observes is the one, a fractal of the one, an animating force of the Most High God. You are His child. This is what you are. This is what you've always been. Do not let any religion tell you differently, and nothing will ever touch your spark. You are the one who observes. I am the one who observes behind Daniel. This is what I am. This is what I have always been for billions of years. Since the beginning of time. Always was, always will be. That's what you are. Don't let the suit fool you. Don't let other suits fool you. Don't let the things that you may not see and you may not understand fool you. Because you are always this. You could be nothing other. You do not need an intermediary. You do not need a government to tell you what you are. A career, a bully, a book, even an ancient book to tell you what you are. You are the one who observes. You are a perspective of the Most High God. That is what you are. This is what Yeshua, the one who is often called Jesus, came to tell us. This is what Buddha came to tell us. Yogananda, Sophia, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, so many. The truth of who you are cannot and will not be anything less than a spark of the divine. No church, synagogue, mosque, secret program, disclosure effort, psychologist, psychiatrist, doctor, pharmacy, mental health practitioner gets to define you. You choose who you are. I love you. Even if no one's ever told you that, I love you from the deepest part of me, all the way to the Creator. I love you. You are loved by many, told by a wayfarer, you are worthy. You are worthy. You are sovereign. You are sovereign. Thank you for listening to my elliptical channeling session. I usually channel in light language. The words come out way easier on the elliptical, so. All right, let's look at our 186 beats a minute. And I'm just, average breath. And we've been going for almost an hour. Some ellipticals have a cool down button. Some don't. It doesn't matter, just slow down. You find what works for you. It's in concert with your doctor, physician, mental health practitioner. You're not gonna immediately begin to be able to do an hour, but you gotta work yourself up. Maybe 6 to 8 weeks, something like that is how I did it. Started with like 15 minutes one week, 20 next week, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and then I was able to get to an hour. Again, super important. I sweat. Basically my entire gym outfit is completely soaking wet. So that means lots of impurities processed out. Got to bring those electrolytes and hydration back in. So. And I usually bring it down until I'm like in a normal-ish heart rate. I'm still in 171, which is, very cardio. So sometimes I like to go a little longer, take advantage of the cardio state, because once you're in for this long of a cardio workout, you are burning some fat. You're in fat burning mode. And if you're going to the gym, sometimes that's a good thing. The great thing about the elliptical, low impact on the knees. I've torn an Achilles tendon doing box jumps at 40 years old. Don't recommend doing that. And so I learned lower impact better. And the elliptical is smooth in an ellipse fashion, perhaps. And it can be a very, very wonderful tool. You can also do it inside. It's hot everywhere I live. I live on the Gulf Coast and have lived in Austin and Huntsville. All of these places are very hot. So inside, better. The longer you can do cardio, the better. But imagine all the benefits now. If you can synchronize your body, your mind, your awareness, your spirit in coherence with the music, let me tell you, it feels wonderful. It feels amazing. And I'm not talking like a runner's high amazing. This is something that lasts in between workouts, which is all the time. Vitality improvement, just huge. Energy level. I'm 45 and I feel as good as when I did when I was in my 20s. And tried running before, just a lot of impact. Hot outside. Gotta have long distances to do it. I can't imagine sweating this much. It's 100 degrees outside right now, so it would be a lot. Overheating problems. And instead I'm in this air-conditioned gym. Perfect. All right. Getting down to 164, so I'm gonna cut the video. Thank you for listening to this session. I've never done one of these before. I've definitely never recorded myself working out ever, but it became so special in so many different ways and has in my life. At some point you're gonna wanna share stuff like that. You will, discover, create, share. We're all in this together. The more we're here for each other, the more ways we can be. That's what it's about. Be love, be loved. And sincerely from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening to this. And thank you for being you.